was my first time officially shelling out here on Treasure Island. There were a lot of shells, but I was a little disappointed that it was pretty much all bivalves. I found very few gastropods, which are the snails. This is red algae. Found this neat little tide pool, but there wasn't too much in it. It was just neat seeing the water go in and out. There were a lot of cute shorebirds out, as you'll see later on. Just right here, found a fossil vertebrae of something. I'll look it up, try to ID it when I get home. I love the beautiful sand dunes and these little wooden walkways over by the buildings. These are sea oats. They're really pretty plants. For a lot of shorebirds, this guy here in the lower left was missing a foot. This is a common injury I've seen with some of these shorebirds. And then the guy over in the middle, he just sits down and is chilling out. Here I try to film the Coquina shells going back into the sand. It's not easy because they're very fast and then the waves come in and fight, but this is how they survive. A lot of little plovers running in and out with the waves. They're so cute how they run so fast. Those dark birds in the background with the red bills, those are oyster catchers. And then this little tern in the foreground, he's a juvenile and he's still begging his parent for food, but he's definitely too big for that. Parents ignoring him. Lots of shells on the beach, but again, they were mostly bivalves. Little crab there. And since I'm still learning, I'm sure there are some cool shells that people will notice that I passed over. love this jingle shell, how it's so translucent. Very pretty. And so many birds. So here is the haul from my trip to Treasure Island. And I'm a beginner, and I don't really know all my shells yet, but I'm a fast learner. So if I misidentify any of these or just plain don't know what they are, let me know in the comments down below. So first off, we've got a fragment of a Fighting Conch. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to the beach, and I used to find these all over the place, including whole ones. But this time there really weren't many gastropods on my first trip out. It was mostly bivalves, which I was disappointed because I'm more into the gastropods and all the cool snails. But as you can see, it's pretty much bivalves in here that I found. So this one, and this one here are... not exactly sure what kind of cockles they are. And this is I think this is a fragment of a sunray Venus clam. I like the patterns. Too bad I couldn't find a whole one, but it's not bad for a first time, I think. Now these guys here are slipper shells. And there were bunches and bunches of these all over the beach today. But now that I got a better look at them, I don't think they're all that interesting. I'll only keep the ones that look the nicest of these. Not that any of them really look nice. It's just, as a shell, I don't think they're that neat. These two are Jingle Shells. This is the one I held up in the video because it's translucent. You can kind of see through it. That's pretty neat. When I found this black one, I actually got that one for Chris because I thought it was really cool. It's got that mineralization or fossilization going on. I'll read about that in a little bit. Found part of a spiny jewel box. While walking around, you do find trash on the beach. I found a valve for a car tire. I thought it was neat. I picked it up, but unfortunately it's been squished, so I can't use it, so it'll be going in the trash. The most common shell on Florida's beaches, the Coquina, comes in many, many pretty pastel colors. I like these dark ones. They looked purple at the time on the beach. Now they look kind of gray and black. But plenty more where that came from. I'll get other colors in time, I'm sure. Found a Buttercup Lucena. They're yellow on the inside and white on the outside. So it was facing this way, and I noticed the yellow color and thought I got pretty lucky finding that one. I didn't see any others. Got some scallops. I'm not sure what kind they are. They might be calico scallops. They're kind of big. I don't think that's a... could be a base scallop. I don't know. Someone let me know. But I picked them up because of the cool dark color. I think this one's a cardita shell. And then I found this neat mold of a blue crab. Unfortunately, he fell apart on the way home. It was complete when I found him. But I like that you can see the pattern. There were other of these little molts. You can see it's empty. There's nothing inside. So this crab has grown now. It was just a little baby. I'm really happy when I found this guy. I don't know, is this an auger? It might be. But it's a nice little drill shape. Too bad that the point is broken off. I wonder how long he would have been. And this was a really cool find. This is my first olive shell, and I'm so happy that I didn't have to go to a store and buy one. This is the lettered olive, and it's called that because it's got these little stripes that look like someone wrote something on it. Some have more than others. This one seems to only have just that part. And what's cool about olives is if you find them when they're freshly dead, they have this shiny exterior to them. They haven't been dulled by being sanded. And then one of the coolest finds that I actually found this early on. I was in the water waiting, and I saw this black thing rolling around and it came right up to me, and it's a vertebrae of some sort. It's black, so it's fossilized. I don't know if it's like super old from, the age of mammals, or if it's a recent fossilization. If anyone can ID what kind of vertebrae this is, I would. And I also found this very delicate spine. I think it's from a sand dollar, from the mouth part. I was thinking that it was one of the doves, but it doesn't look like a dove. It doesn't look like the a piece of Aristotle's lantern. But I think it's from an echinoderm, sand dollar probably. Yeah. If anybody knows what this is, please let me know. Okay, these shells I did not find on the beach, but because I wasn't finding any gastropods and I wanted to take home something cool, this was an excuse for me to walk down to the Florida Shell Shop. I love the Florida Shell Shop. I've been there now 3 times and will probably go back there many more times to buy shells. The owners are really nice, and the store has so many cool things. So I decided to buy Florida shells this time that in theory I could find on the beach right across the street and on Treasure Island. So we have a moon shell, or also known as shark's eye, a shark eye, or a whale eye. I love these things. I would love to find one of these guys on the beach in the sand. So pretty. It's big. It's like a giant land snail, but that's cool that it's marine. This pretty little thing is called a Scotch Bonnet. It's called that because it's supposed to look like a woman's bonnet. I don't know, that takes a lot of imagination. I don't see it. But it's roundular and cute and has dots. Very delicate though. Very, very cute shell. I like that. And I've been seeing this one a lot in my book. I would love to find one myself, but for now I bought this as a banded tulip. There's a larger species that's also native to Florida called the true tulip. And the true tulip is the predator to this snail. There's lots of things eat this snail. The Florida horse conch eats them. But this is gorgeous. I mean, just look at the gradient from yellowish to green, and then the stripes, which it gets its name from banded tulips. So cute. So there we go. That's my haul today from Treasure Island. Des signing off.